Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open,
breaks into the open on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So the Baylor Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to go.
The Bears are in the hurry-up.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be, and the ability to get after the QB is a big part of it.
The play-action fake. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw it. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Penn State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To throw, it's Pedrino. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick completion on the out route.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Nittany Lions have taken it inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Pedrino. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got it in the middle. It's Booker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
He'll try to do it himself. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely...
And the ball's free in the end zone. And it looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football, and yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Got room to work.
Returner is tackled down at the 30. And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Lots of running room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Great job by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
Out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Back to pass, it's Pedrino. Fires to the right. Got a man in the middle. Still running at the 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Just drives it between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. inside his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defense showing blitz here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
He's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On target over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He wants to throw it again. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk in game.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Field goal is good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have it. Touchdown, Penn State!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Pedrino. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bears want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Turns it on down the left side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on 1st down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Pedrino. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right.
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking left. Got his man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback
on the nasty move, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. To the air, it's Pedrino. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the returner goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the...
Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ball State looked less like a flock of Cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, And today they found a way outside of Schumann Stadium. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Push down for the tackle. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Dropping back, it's Pedrino. Trying to set up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. After just shedding tackles. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bears are marching down the field. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack, 3rd down?
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Pedrino. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your Penn State Nittany Lions will say go.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Dropping back, it's Pedrino. A strike downfield. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Defense looks like they're coming. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. And that is incomplete.
I'm I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Buys a little extra time. On the run, deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second. Use this half. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cook. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field.
There he goes. Past the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Booker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback making adjustments. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's...
And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Grabs it in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll line up for a second down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jeff.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, Dave.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with a pick. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better.